Peace. This is Star with the Star Blooms. I wanted to come in today to share some information, but I wanted to give you some information first. I am a channeler, I'm a psychic medium, and I basically have a lot of times when I'm basically speaking and sharing where I may look off into the corner, I may be staring at something. A lot of people perceive that I'm reading something, and I am, but it's not a piece of paper, it's spirit. And a lot of times it becomes difficult and it may be uncomfortable for those who aren't aware of what's transpiring. But that's that. And I wanted to share that part because it's very, very much so important. Do not get caught up in the mix trying to basically understand and interpret how it is that people are able to, or why it is that they're able to share certain information that might feel like it's aligned with what you're going through. Just be at the rate to where you're open and willing to receive whatever spirit is bringing into your forecast at this time. A lot of times that is all we need. You know, we're asking questions and spirit allows us the opportunity, the privilege, the ability to be at certain rates with ourselves to receive the information that we either require or we're desiring at the time. Okay. So I wanted to say that. Once again, this is Star. I would like to thank the ancestors, our assigned ancestors who are working with us, benevolent and light. Our assigned angels and guardians who are guiding us and who are also walking with us at this time. I ask that this message be protected and that it only find those who are aligned to receive and retrieve it. I wanted to share a series of messages and I wrote them down because I wanted to not necessarily get sidetracked or caught off. I do not like the light, y'all. Sidetracked or caught off. Because there's so much information that's coming in right now. One of the first things that I received this week was this next phase, the next move I make is meant to drain those that believe they are deemed to leech on you. Your comfort zone was always meant to be shattered due to its consistency to hinder you and render you helpless and hopeless. A lot of times we aren't aware, right? That what we're going towards, what we're asking for, when we begin to shift into new paradigms, into new timelines, into new realities, into new dimensions, when we quantum leap and we transform and transition out of certain spaces, a lot of times we are also releasing dreams, we're releasing things that may be too small for the new energy that we're walking into. And it could be very, very uncomfortable. And the reason why it's uncomfortable is because this thing may have been your base. You have made, certain things your foundation. And you may feel like things are being ripped apart or ripped from you at this time. Spirit wanted me to basically come online to share that is on purpose and it is circumstantial to what is actually transpiring. A lot of times things are happening behind the scenes that we aren't capable of always seeing. So when we get in the rate, which we all do this, okay? Everybody does this. Everybody's guilty of this. When we get in the rate of asking the questions, why? Why is this happening? Why am I experiencing this? Why is this occurring in my life? Why do I have to leave this place? Why do I have to leave this relationship? A lot of times these things are basically coming because of what we have asked for. And a lot of people aren't aware, but ask is actually a call to action. It is not something that you're requesting in a rate to where you're not aware that you're going to get it. When you're asking for something, you're actually calling something into your vortex and you're almost commanding the universe to move and bend in the rate that you're moving and bending for yourself. And you basically just get to a point to where you just get an agreement with said ask or request or call to action. Okay. Be at a rate to where you're welcoming the increase of whatever it is that you were actually walking towards. So if you're aware, all right, that you had previous dreams that may now be too small for the spaces that you have now walked into. Allow them to grow and also morph and transform as you are growing and morphing and transforming into whatever rate of experience that it is that you're desiring. Don't force yourself to be conditioned at this new rate, wanting to allow people who aren't actually meant to be with you in this new space to actually stay stationed in the position to where they're able to actually forecast for you what it is that you're truly desiring based off of your having limited beliefs on what you feel like isn't working because you see things being shifted and changed for you. So that's one thing. I'm going to end this. I'm going to come back online and I'm just going to keep on sharing a couple of messages. But I wanted to say that because it's important. Sometimes we aren't aware that the things that are shifting for us, a lot of times, are the things that we've asked to shift in order for us to be. And once you start being the thing that you're asking for, a lot of the times it's going to come to you and it's going to magnetize to you immediately. But at this new rate that you're at, allow yourself to see the new thing that you're actually perceiving differently because you have a different posture in the new environment that you've actually ascertained. And even in the same environment, if the space doesn't always change, okay? Peace.